Hey Artland, how's it going? So I've been getting a lot of requests to do some different types of Godzillas. We've done the Lightningzilla, the Firezilla, the Icezilla, the Rockzilla, and I've had a couple other requests. I know we've got requests for a Sandzilla, a Magmazilla, and also a kind of Grasszilla. And I'm actually going to show you guys how to do that, but instead of doing just a Grasszilla, I'm going to do more of a Plantzilla. So kind of like how Biolante is kind of like Godzilla formed with a plant, but this is just going to be mostly Godzilla as kind of like a plant creature. So I'm going to start up here, and I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to kind of go down and then kind of curve like this for the eye, kind of like a little check mark shape. And then I'm just going to draw a little line that just kind of curves down enough like this for the eyeball. Now, starting right here, I'm going to draw a little line that's just going to kind of curve up and over. And then right here, I'm just going to draw a little line that's just going to kind of go down and then kind of curve like this. Now, starting here, I'm going to draw a line that's just going to go down, and I'm just going to kind of add these little teeth in here like this. It's going to kind of look a lot like the Godzilla Earth. I'm going to kind of add a long line there. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. Just kind of add these kind of jagged teeth all over. Then I'm going to draw lines just going to go down. I'm going to kind of add some curved lines, kind of sharp lines. It definitely looks kind of like Godzilla Earth a little bit here. And then I'm going to add a little line going down here. Now, starting here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of goes down and then comes back. And I'm going to add that a few more times. Now, I'm going to kind of add this line down just a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of curve it right to there. Now, starting here, I'm going to draw a line that goes down, and I'm going to kind of curve it up, and I'm going to do the same thing a few times here, and I just want this to kind of look like there's almost like layers of leaves on here. So like when we come in and do the details, we'll be adding lots of little details like this just to kind of make it look like leaves. I'm going to add a little line right here just for the nose. Now, starting right here, I'm just going to add kind of like a little bit of like a jaggedy zigzag line just to kind of form the chest right there. And then right up here, I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to kind of go up, and then it's going to come down here. Then I'm going to draw a line that goes down, and I'm going to kind of add some more little like zigzag lines here. Right here, I'm going to add kind of like a pointed, kind of like zigzag line. I'm going to make a line that kind of curves around and comes back like this. And then I'm going to add a line that's just going to kind of curve like this, almost so it looks like kind of like vines. I'm going to add another line that just kind of goes down here, maybe another little kind of vine one. And then I'm just going to kind of make some curved wavy lines that kind of come back for the arm. Then right here, I'm going to add some more kind of pointy lines to kind of fill out the body a little bit. And then right here, I'm just going to add some lines that kind of go down and kind of curve. And then when I get down here, I'm going to make the feet, but I'm going to make them kind of really wavy like this, almost so they look kind of like leaves and like maybe vines and different things, and kind of like a roots, like kind of like almost like a root system coming in there. So I'm going to kind of put those all over here. I'm going to draw a line right here that kind of does the same thing, kind of put a couple little curves in there. And I'm going to really kind of make these lines kind of crazy looking right here, kind of really wavy. So it definitely looks kind of like a little root system. And just kind of put all these curves all over. draw a line that goes up, and then it's going to kind of curve back to here. This line here, I'm going to draw a line that's just going to kind of curve down, kind of make another little vine shape, and another little line right here. And we'll just kind of put some big kind of claw shapes right on here. Then starting right here, I'm just going to draw a line that's going to kind of curve down. And I'm going to make this kind of really kind of jagged and kind of pointy and everything. And I'm just going to kind of bring this up to here for his tail. And I'm just going to kind of curve this right around it. It kind of looks like fire right now, but it won't when we start adding all the details. I'm going to bring this leg up and then just kind of curve this over to here. Okay, so I know he looks a little crazy right now. He's got kind of like a Godzilla Earth. He almost looks like he's made up of fire, but this is kind of like our basic drawing of him. So now we want to come in and we want to add all of the different details to kind of make him look a little bit more like he's made up of plants and everything. So just going to kind of play around with this. You know, don't really have a set way that I'm looking at this. So we're just going to kind of play around and kind of see what we come up with. So to start on the head, I'm just going to kind of curve these around and kind of bring them up to here. And I'm going to add some little curved lines right around here. And I'm just going to add some little lines kind of going down with some little shapes like this around here, just so they look kind of like leaves. I'm going to kind of add some little kind of curved lines all over the place on here. And we're just going to add lots of little diagonal lines to kind of give them like a leaf look. Kind of add some extra curved lines in here. Some little curved lines right around the face. We're going to add some extra little lines all over here. Down here, we're just going to kind of add some more like leaf shapes. Kind of make it look like he's made up of lots of different plants. We're going to kind of come in with all these little diagonal lines just to make it look like leaves. So I'm just going to kind of put these all over the place. So I want this arm to be kind of like made up of different vines and plants. So I'm just going to kind of put lots of curved lines everywhere. Kind of just add all these little textures and everything all around here. Kind of make even some of his fingers made up of like leaves and kind of different vines and everything. Sometimes when I've got these different lines in here, what I'll do is I'll just kind of extend them out, and then I'll just kind of create different shapes off of all the little details in here. Just kind of add extra little things, extra little lines in here. Just kind of see what I come up with. So right here on this arm, I'm just going to kind of add some, different kind of textures and stuff to make it look like different leaves and everything. Kind of add some different shapes and stuff in here. Make it look like there's little vines and everything kind of all wrapped around. And just kind of fill in this whole thing with all sorts of different little details and everything. I want the feet to really look kind of like roots and everything, so I'm going to make these kind of really twisted and everything down here. Lots of little details on them. I'm even going to add like some extra little kind of lines coming off to look like they're got those little strings that you see on roots and everything when you pull them out of the ground. Add some extra little curved lines on here. Little lines all over the place here. I'm going to kind of add some little leaf shapes onto his fingers here. And some little vines all over the place. kind of add some different textures and stuff. Just kind of add lots of kind of pointed, jagged lines everywhere. So there's really no right or wrong way to do this. It's just kind of like adding different lines and designs and details everywhere. It's just going to kind of fill this up all over the place. So I'm just going to kind of add these. I'm going to fast forward this part real quick just so I can kind of add some of these little details in here, and you guys can just kind of add your own designs as we're going along.
Okay, and there we go. There is our drawing of a Plantzilla character. Now, I'm sorry I had to fast forward through that part, but if I didn't, it was just going to take forever and it was going to be like a 30-minute video. So I just wanted to kind of fast forward and just kind of show you guys just some different things you can do. A lot of different techniques and stuff you can add onto here. I know it gets a little bit crazy in here, but when we color this, I'm going to kind of darken some of these areas up right around here. But you know, the biggest takeaway is just kind of add lots of things. I was adding some different leaf patterns, some kind of like grass looking effect down here along the back. And you know, I kind of worked in some different vines and different things, branches, roots, all sorts of stuff, just to kind of make our little Plantzilla kind of come to life. You know, there's so much you can do, so much detail. I could probably sit here and spend, 3 hours on this if I wanted to, get every single little tiny detail. But there you go, there's our Plantzilla. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Please let me know what else you guys want me to do, and I'll try to get these drawings out as fast as I can. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.